But you know, there are calls recently that I read about in the United States for an American price stable token to not be issued by the Fed, but to be commercially issued, to maybe have competition. Crazy idea in free market capitalist societies. Currently, the price of money is determined by a centralized authority, a small group of people. Wouldn't it be great if we had a bunch of competing currencies? And in that situation, you absolutely need blockchain, because you need the trust and the inability to improperly manipulate that sort of system.
JP Morgan is the most valuable bank in the world, according to like stock market traders who buy and sell shares of companies. And so them agreeing with us to use our technology in their open source enterprise blockchain, it's a really good validation of the technology and of our team, but it's also a really good validation of the importance of privacy for enterprise.
Fed Chairman Ben Bernanke pitched his latest stimulus plan at Jekyll Island this weekend, and some of the world's best-known economic experts, including some former Fed officials, aren't convinced.
The law says if you made a mistake, you rescind.
Whose law said that? The law of the United States?
Yeah.
Or who controls the law of the United States?
Legislatures?
Yeah, legislators that have their whole own agenda. Laws mean nothing. You give me the currency of a country and you can make all the rules in the world. And that's all that matters. Who's in control?
So then
I was hiding money, and if it's my money, I haven't stolen it. Isn't it my business to do what I want with it?
Do you know what you have?
Well, I have a ballpark figure, yes.
And you know where it is, and you have control of it?
Well, like I was saying, it's my business, and no one else should worry about how much money I have. You know what I mean? No one should worry about how much Donald Trump has. I never asked how much he has. I never asked how much the Rockefellers or the Rothschilds have.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher, and guys, please like and subscribe. If you do like what you're listening to, please inform your friends and family and spread all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that everything is planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books, Crypto Teacher and NWO book. Much love. The links are at the bottom. Also, those who donated to the Cash App, Patreon, much love. And also those who are purchasing from the store, you're blowing the store up, much love. Now, of course, guys, we're going to get into Bitcoin and cryptos first, and then, of course, world news. Now, we have Bitcoin right now is steady. We have the volume has picked up a little. Of course, basically, we took a leg down. Guys, make sure we're focused on the fundamentals, the stable coins, the volume, and then also XRP. Of course, XRP took that leg down. What happened? The rest of the market went down. So XRP, remember I said that it's going to be a synthetic stable coin. And in their own writing to the comptroller, it states that they're not trying to replace the current fiat system, guys. We need to make sure we understand it. They're not trying to replace the fiat currencies. They're just trying to enable these Cbdc'S, the digital currencies, the altcoins to move around freely at no cost. Just about no cost, guys. Come on now, make sure that we're with it. Understand the plan. There's not going to be no world reserve currency, no attached to any gold. It can move gold, though. It can move those things, but at minimal cost. That's the reason why it can't be the $100,000, of course, XRP fans think it can be. Now, important news, getting into the actual videos. Basically, we have JP Morgan and Cbdc'S. Basically, of course, they had started a partnership back in 2017. But, of course, right now it's $50 million raised. Now, don't forget Lubin, who was co-founder of Ethereum, then, of course, creates the Cbdc'S. JP Morgan, don't forget that they're creating Federal Reserve 2.0. with the Quorum, and then also the partnership with Azure. And then also the partnership with Zcash, so therefore you can't see with the Z-Snarks, so therefore you can't see the transactions. The Federal Reserve, of course, the banks, I've been over this thousands of times. The banks are the biggest launderers, drug dealing, whatever you want to call it, in the world. It's always been like that. Gun running, it's always been like that, guys. It's not going to change. You cannot see their transactions. So they're not going to allow us to be on that same system. That makes no sense whatsoever. Now, of course, because Census was burning like $100 million a year. Who do you think they were getting that money from? Who do you think, guys? Come on now. The banks. Because the fact is that basically they're building a Federal Reserve 2.0 on blockchain. That's what it's all about. But Ethereum is very, very important, and Zcash is very, very important. That's the reason why you see their prices going up and market cap. Now, basically, we have, getting over into the crypto news, we have blockchain firm Apollo FinTech, a new blockchain platform that's supposed to allow central banks to issue CBDCs for national adoption to make it a little easier. We have CoinMarketCap launches the same earn program like Coinbase for the educational pieces. So guys, if you have someone that's not, doesn't want to invest in crypto, but they do want to earn, easy way to educate themselves about it, and they can get free crypto, same way on CoinMarketCap, same way on Coinbase. So those are two avenues. Now also on Coinbase, big news, what I tell you guys, these exchanges, these banks, the fintech banks, are going to start feeing you to death. That's all this is about. It's taking our current system over into fintech and blockchain. Coinbase in selected states will allow you to borrow 30% of your Bitcoin into cash. So why? So they can get money off of fees, and then plus you can take that money and leverage it to make more money. And then also Square is testing short-term loans on the Cash app. Why? Fees. It's a way to get rid of your brick and mortar banks. And then also they're going to be able to, without paying employees, without paying for a commercial building, you'll be able to get the same loan. And they can charge you the same fee. But they're making a whole lot more money because they're spending less. Now also, we have a new bill in Germany proposed to digitize securities on blockchain. Of course, that is definitely coming. I've been over that thousands of times. We had the DOJ, I forgot what I was looking at, but I happened to stumble across this. We have the DOJ coming up with a plan to seize cryptocurrency related to terrorism. Also, we have Bitcoin and gold took that leg down together. Of course, it went up a little, but we know the decline is from what? The Fed. They control it whether it goes up or down. So it can have in a blinking of an eye. You see how far gold went down. You see how fast Bitcoin went down. That's controlled by the Fed, guys. They control the dollar. I care not who creates the laws if I'm controlling the money supply. That means if I have the money, I don't have to follow the same laws. But getting over into world news, guys, we have Uber says it was shut down if basically their employees are considered, their drivers are considered employees. Why? Because they don't want to pay the money, your benefits, your insurance. They don't want to do that. We understand the system where it's going. Of course, they're going to be doing what? Replacing those drivers with automation. So we know it's coming. That's the reason why they're trying to hold off. Now we have Florida Sheriff says what? No masks. So guys, we're going to start seeing this slowly because they're going to move over to something else. Remember, everything is planned out. So we know the only reason why the C word came about so they could slow down currency, move in this digital phase of our life in a blink of an eye. They did this over just a few months. We also have Russia says they're working on a vaccine. They've been working on it for 6 months. We know it's been longer than that. This is nothing but a corporation grab. All the money that's being made right now are big corporations. That's all this is a money grab. That's all the C word is about. Now we have Homeland Security saying China forced labor. Guys, we know all of our corporations are over there. Nike, of course, are working the little kids for $2 and selling the Jordans for $200. So don't fall into that Hegelian dialectic. You know what I teach you. Now, basically, we had Trump sign that executive order for the $400. Now, we see they're not getting anything right now because we know it was all about what? Buying time. This is all planned out, guys. All planned. So we know they're not getting the 400, knowing that they're not getting anything. But the fact is that when he said 400, 300 was coming from the Fed, $100 was coming from the state, and we know the state can block that $100. So they knew all along that they wasn't going to do anything. They have to come together in order to make that deal. Remember, the Republicans and Democrats work together. Always remember, slaves fight each other. People with money, they have no reason to fight each other. Money does not fight money. But that's all I have for you guys. Don't forget about the books, Crypto Teacher NWO book. If you're new to crypto, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance have the links at the bottom. Also, your stocks, your chip stocks, your cobalt. Also, everybody sitting at home, don't forget about those stocks. We're transitioning over to the digital age. The biotech stocks, the C word. Don't forget about those. They're still pumping and dumping. Also, of course, people are sitting at home waiting on that free money. What are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and y'all have a wonderful day.